What's up guys, Somebody's Gun here. I'm really excited about today's video because what if I told you you could come in second place, maybe even win a solo cash cup with 6 total eliminations. Yeah, that's right, 6 total elims, and you could place second in the EU solo cash cup. Not only that, but an NA East player did it on EU, finishing second, might even be first after who knows whether or not the first place player was doing something sketchy. I don't know, that's not my place. Anyway, let's take a look, see what Mamtating did. Go give him a follow. Awesome strategy that he came up with, and let's break it down. Alright, cool. Let me first show you what this endgame strategy is. Essentially, you're going to place a pad or find a pad you can recycle, pop a shadow flopper, and sky straight up into the air. It gets you over 100 meters, and then you can continuously phase to get over 200 meters into the air. Eventually, after 60 seconds, your shadow flop's going to run out, and you can just pull your glider because you hit the pad beforehand. You hang up in the air, and then boom, free, easy placement, and no one's even going to look up. You're literally just chilling, farming these end game zones. So let me show you how to do this shadow pad in game. Alright, so this is fairly simple. All you need to do is fish shadow floppers. You can also do this by finding the shadow rocks around the map. Then what you're going to do is hit a launch pad and sky straight up into the air. Once you're going straight up in the air, you'll get to about 120 meters, and then after that, you'll just have to keep phasing up and up and up and up. Once you get all the way up, you'll be well over 200 meters, and you just pull your glider and hang. The shadow flopper lasts for about 60 seconds, so give or take 5 to 10 seconds to hit the pad and go straight up. You'll be hanging in the air for anywhere from 45 seconds to 30 seconds, depending on how quickly you got up after you hit the shadow flopper. You can then pull your glider, and you're chilling up in the air for even longer. This is exactly how you can make it from 6th zone to 9th zone with 2 shadow floppers combined with launch pads, and literally have to do nothing besides just chill up in the air. Now that we know what the strategy is, let's talk about exactly how Mamtating implemented this into an actual tournament. So first of all, he's going to land in between Hydro Dam and Slurpee. He's going to grab the Slurp truck, loot Hydro Dam, and then begin a fishing route. His fishing route is going to include literally anything he can get his hands on in the nearby Slurpee area, and what he's looking for are those shadow floppers. But he also wants a couple of regular floppers too, that way he can heal for HP and potentially out-heal his opponents like we saw at the end of this game that we watched in the beginning of this video. After this, he's going to be chilling, but the main thing is getting yourself some heals and shadow floppers in order to sustain until you get to the end game. And here's basically what he's working with: 2 shadow flops, a stack of minis, and 3 floppers, plus almost full materials. By the end of this rotation, he'll basically have max mats. So that's right off spawn. Now, what crazy stuff is he going to do during mid game? Well, I can answer that for you. He's going to do nothing. And a lot of it, and he's going to do a really good job at doing nothing. And doing nothing in Fortnite is probably one of the hardest things for people in this game. And you're maybe sitting there like, what do you mean doing nothing? Sitting in a box, literally doing nothing besides looking around and gathering information, not trying to fight people, not getting aggressive, literally just sitting in a box, sitting in your cone, and watching what's going on around you, waiting for the next zone to pull. Yes, this may sound like a super simple piece of the game, but I've talked about this before. This is one of the reasons why Pam Stu was able to win NA East All-Stars, because he had patience and was confident and comfortable sitting in a box doing nothing at certain parts of the game. Now, should you always be doing nothing? No, but at certain times in the game, like 2nd and 3rd zone, you don't really have anything to do, and the only reason or the only thing that will actually happen if you open up on people is you're going to run into issues and potentially take damage, or, you know, you may get an elimination. Awesome. But then someone else is going to join that fight, and so on and so forth. All right, cool. Now that we've done nothing for so long, We actually do have to get a couple of Storm Surge tags. Mamtating's going to get them here. Whether or not he would have died from Surge, probably not. Really wasn't that big of an issue, but he was able to get them anyway and then focus on the 5th zone rotate. Rotating in zone 5 was probably the riskiest part of Mamtating's game. He gets a fairly close pull and doesn't really have to do too much. He's going to wait patiently, play edge, ride right across the side of Storm, and then position himself in a fairly high position. Instead of just simply putting him wherever he can get, he knows he wants to be able to use a pad next zone or to recycle a pad. So he wants to play a little higher up. That way he's not going to get buried and can place that pad. Now we're in endgame, and Mamtating's going to look to position himself in a slightly better spot. He understands he's close to a lot of people and is going to move forward. That way he can look back for tags. Once again, going to be below Surge, probably not an issue, but you want to take care of these things ahead of time, and he does so really well considering zone pulled in his favor. So all he has to do is look back here, get some Storm Surge tags on players. So we've done that, and some kind player placed a pad right in front of him, so he's going to pop a Shadow Flopper and then go ahead and hit the pad. And now here's the Shadow Pad strategy that is pretty much exactly what we're looking for. Now we can see Mamtating's just going to sky up, continue to phase up as high as he can go, and obviously he's not the only one doing this strategy because there's people up in the air with him. Unlike them, Mamtating's going to go on to win the game, but these guys were trying to do the same strategy. So especially after this first Cash Cup, there's likely going to be a lot of people in the air. The problem is, though, when you're the height player in a solo game, you don't really have the ability to look up and try and take shots out of the air. Yeah, you can occasionally, but you're going to be pressured and players are going to contest you. So you're not going to have that option just to sit up and spray up in the air. That's why this strategy is going to work and why it's going to be more effective in solos. In trios, you'll probably get your ass beamed out of the sky, so don't do it. You can, but I wouldn't recommend it in trios. In solos, this is definitely the play. You could just go right up. And we'll see Mamtating is once again going to rinse, recycle, and repeat this strategy. He's going to land in 8th zone. So he took this pad and Shadow Flopper in 6th zone, went the entirety of 7th zone, and then lands here in 8th zone and is going to box up, heal up a little bit, place his own pad this time, and then grab another Shadow Flopper and go straight up into the sky. This will be another 60 seconds, and by the time he lands, that will be 9th zone. Then he decides, okay, when's the best time for me to go make a play to try and win the game? For him, he decided, okay, there was a couple people battling the height position, so I'll drop down, try and make a play. We do see him. He will get shot out a little bit, but if we go back and we take a peek at what the other player's perspective is from high ground, again, we can see not really the option to be able to continuously look up, especially when other players are trying to make plays for the high ground. So you're kind of just stuck letting this happen up above you, and that's why Mamtating and all these players doing this are super smart. If you couldn't tell, I'm always a huge fan of players finding new metas, finding new ways to try and win games, whether it be the heal strategy or this strategy. I find it really cool, and we'll see Mamtating is not only going to hang up in the air, but he's also going to think through how the end game is played. And I talked about early in the video why you need floppers, and Mamtating shows us he does not win this game if he's not able to out-heal his opponents. So this game gets all the way to the end of the match, therefore it's going to go to a heal off. He has the floppers to be able to out-heal his opponents and put himself in a better spot come the end game, and that is the pieces of resistance towards this video. So if you guys got to this point, comment pieces of resistance in the comments, and you know, if you didn't, that's all right. You guys won't hear this anyway because you suck. Just kidding. My name's Somebody's Gun. I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. Good luck in your solo cash cups if this is still a thing by then. I will see you guys next time.